Welcome back. It's another episode, Neighborhood CEOs. I'm John. I got my guys in here, Lionel and Raymar. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Good,
All
brother.
is well, bro. All is well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Blessed, bro. No complaints, man. How you doing?
Hey, they don't want to hear it if you complain anyway, man. Ain't nobody listen.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, we got a special guest in here, man. Another good brother from around the way, man. I ain't gonna act like I know him too well, but I've been checking him out, and he got a lot of good energy with him, man. Hey, he doing a lot of dope, positive stuff in the community, man. And Bird, this your plug, man. So I'm gonna let the people know who we got in here, man.
Yeah, man. So, I've been following the big homie for quite some time and always been a wealth of knowledge, always been a great inspiration, from the aspect of fatherhood, from the aspect of business, from the aspect of, just taking care of your body, your mental, and also your physical. And, just making sure that we're, aware of things that we should be aware of as a people. So just definitely want to welcome to the neighborhood, the big homie YAH'Mikha'EL, welcome you here, brother. And tell us how you feeling, man, and what you got going on, what you doing, man.
Man, I appreciate you, gentlemen. I appreciate the platform. I'm doing well, man. I feel great. I'm Barakat. I'm blessed. I'm handling my priorities, my business, taking care of my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health, my emotional health.
Yeah,
Just aligning myself with purpose and profitable things, man, and other brothers that are in that same mindset and frequency as well.
yeah.
That's what
Hey,
it
man.
is.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, you got that? You talking that talk, man? So, I mean, I know. I checked you out. I was following you. I mean, looking at your content and stuff you do, man. But it seemed like you've been at this like for a while, man. You always been this way. You always been into the holistic, the spiritual, mental, keeping your mind right. Because it seemed like you a veteran, man. Like you've been doing this since you was a baby or something, man.
Man, I think all of us have a certain thing that's placed in us from birth.
Yeah,
I think it's just the 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 things that transpire in our lives that activate that. I think it's
hmm
we all are created with the gift.
yeah,
My gift happens to be that I'm just a bit deeper than most in general. I'm just naturally like that. So if it enables me to go search, go find, go seek, so I'm attracted to things that are holistic in nature. I'm attracted to nature. I'm attracted to just all truths. However, I follow the Hebraic
yeah,
customs,
yeah,
right? As a Hebrew, history, um, especially indigenous and aboriginal history, right? Because my uh, ethnicity is I have Monacan Indian and Cherokee Indian in my family, and then my father's side would be um, like Indian, Cherokee, and Syrian. So naturally, I have a Semitic bloodline
yeah. That's
that
hmm
just
for sure.
pulls me into the spiritual things, right? So, and I'll elaborate on that
Yeah.
because I'm really into words and etymology and things like that.
Yeah,
So when we're talking about Semitic, we're talking about the line of Shem or the shamanism. This is where you get shaman from.
mm,
It's that these are the people that are mostly the holistic healers,
yeah,
the people
hmm
that are into the natural way of remedy. Now it's a polarity for we know that there's two things to a matter because we could use things for good or we could use things for evil, right?
yeah,
But the essence of the Shemitic bloodline comes to the spiritual man. So I'm pushed in that direction naturally. I guess it's the activation of my DNA that drives me to that depths of wanting to study spirituality, religions, different truths, history, medicine, holistic health, you know, then diving into the spiritual health, the mental health, the emotional health, the physical health, you know, psychologies and stuff like that, etymologies, all of these things just come back around to spiritual, the spiritual side of the depths of me. Like I just like to dig for knowledge, but not only just dig for them, more or less make them applicable. I'm a practitioner of the things that I learn rather
You
than
want to use
just a
you want to use
hoarder of it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You actually apply it, try to implement in your own life, and definitely can tell. Even your teachings. I mean, you're teaching and you're giving back on your platforms. I mean, even in your bio on your website, and you said some things on there, man, that really stood out to me. I would say about 10 years ago, like I think my mental shift started. I was a little bit over, maybe about 15 years ago. My mental shift started, and it started from reggae music. All
Mm.
right, and in reggae music, it talked a lot about overstanding. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
on your bio, you talked about understanding. I've never heard of understanding,
Mm-hmm.
along with
Absolutely.
understanding, right? So, I mean, if you can, like, educate us a little bit on that understanding and how that's kind of just molded into the spirituality, the health, the wellness, holistic piece, and all.
I'll go a bit deeper. So
All right,
those are that understanding is one pillar of the three pillars that I stand on.
got you.
Right? So I have three pillars, and it's based upon understanding, overstanding, and understanding.
Okay.
Right? And we can add outer standing, right? Because as within, so without, as above, so
So
below.
below. Right.
It's the same
Mm,
scenario, right? But
right.
as we apply it, here it goes. Understanding is us comprehending one another and becoming to agreements or not agreements, but we understand we have a common denominator of seeing eye to eye, right? I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Overstanding is being able to congruently see the picture from all angles, above, below, right? From the commentator's perspective, from the sideline view, from your perspective, and from my perspective, right? So as I collect all of this data from understanding the situation or whatever the matter may be, and overstanding the situation for whatever the matter may be, I'm assessing it cognitively with data being received. My understanding is my ruah, my spirit. So I take the ruah, my understanding, and sift through the data to come up with my definitive answer. And that is allowing the spirit to go through the information, the data, and making a sound decision. Now, that understanding is big for me because all of the data could add up and point to something. But if the spirit says no, it's incorrect, then it's still incorrect.
Because that's the purest form.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
and like with that, man, we always talk about like having this information, having this knowledge, but sometimes being pulled in so many different ways, just from our day to day, just from our family, just as collectively just being men, and facing some of the, I wouldn't even say hardships, but just the responsibility of being men and trying to be upstanding men. And we often have that word, we throw the word balance around. Like, where does finding balance, like from your perspective, actually begin at, so you can be able to, gather and seek that wholeness?
Mm, good question, brother.
I gotta give me a pen, man. I gotta get a pen, man. I gotta write this stuff
Man,
down.
dropping them gems, man. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Man,
My bad.
balance for me, y'all, is based upon my 0 point. I stand in a 0 point. I stand in a circle,
Yeah.
right? And I'm neutral in the aspect of I'm not overextended because I'm in my safe space. Just in case I need to overextend, I can reach forward and assist somebody without pulling myself out of my circle. right? So my balance is based upon a 0 point, being neutral with all things, but understanding all things. It's almost like if you ever paid attention to the squares on boxing, like when they teach you your footwork, you got to step in when you throw a jab and reset, step back. That's how I do. Like my balance is based up off of that type of mindset, right? Because if I might have to extend, I might throw a jab, boom. I might step in, assist, boop, 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 back up, reset. I might have to slip something. You know what I'm saying? Sidestep something, but I'm still in my pivot
Yeah,
where I'm still on my square. So basically, my balance just comes from being sound in mind, right? Being well rounded, being a father, taking that super serious, so prioritizing my responsibility as a divine leader, right? Starting with my household, of course, my children. You know what I'm saying? Making that a repetitious thing, not just standing in the gap to say, I'm a dad and I do the bare minimum, but teach them the things that I didn't know, right? That keeps me balanced. Those type of things. Make it applicable, information that I'm receiving. You know what I'm saying? Eating healthy, grounding, you know, um, going outside in nature, spending time in nature, that helps me with the balancing of things, because I'm treating life like I don't the things that I'm learning, I wasn't taught. I didn't have a mentor for it. So I'm literally like winging it to be 100, y'all. But it's coming to fruition that these things work. You know what I'm saying? So my balance is based up off of just demonstrating the things that nobody else is really teaching, really pushing forward to the forefront. So I'm like, hey, shit, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this, and it's been working. Eating healthy, changing my diet, changing my mindset, learning law, learning the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Not just the 66 books, but all scriptures, and making applicable these principles and these customs in this culture that is our ancestors. And like really demonstrating it, really attempting to do these things and not giving up on it because I see fruit in it. You know, also balance for me is, holding myself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like really holding myself accountable. Like players mess up. I literally gotta correct myself daily. You know what I'm saying? So just being mindful of that. And what's another thing that holds me in balance, man? I mean, those are the things, you know what I'm saying? Just demonstrating and being a practitioner of the things that I've learned, being in tune with being a father, being in tune with being a leader, whether it's for my kids or just somebody that needs assistance with the holistic health and the fitness and the working out. All of these purpose keeps me balanced. So I just find my balance in the purpose of my life at this moment. And a lot of that comes from just being a practitioner in it, in a nutshell.
yeah.
Yeah.
So man, I'm thinking, it's a lot of stuff going on like in the world, like in the government and all that type of stuff, man. I'm gonna say like you ain't a fan of, like we not a fan of, the government, the way things is running, man. So it seemed like to me you would probably be a person that, like, I don't watch the news, or I don't, what I'm saying, I don't know if you do. You can let me know, but how do you? Because it seems like everything that's going on in the world, it's like you try to, like, you block it out, or you got, like, I got my own path I'm on. Like, I don't got time to get tricked out my spot or get to fall for the propaganda. So like, how you view the world, man, versus, because it don't sound like it affects you, in the way you talk, but I'm sure you gotta see it and hear it. We all got social media, wherever it's in your algorithms or not. I mean, you know what's going on
Right.
in the world, man. But just how you keep how you stay focused, man, because it don't seem like that stuff, knocks you, like you said, you stay on your square, man. So it don't seem like it affect you.
I see it. I don't accept it because it's not in my paradigm. We got to be mindful that we are the authors of our reality. So if it's happening, yeah, it's happening. It's just not happening for me and to me because I don't allow it to affect my reality timeline. I don't think about those things because I know who's pulling the strings. Like you said, it's propaganda. It's a stage. This whole world is a stage, and I don't choose to be a part of it to the best of my ability.
Yeah,
Like I literally separated myself from the government. I operate in the private mostly,
yeah,
unless I'm opening a bank account or something, and
yeah,
then I would give them a government instrument to, solidify that type of account or something. Like other than that, I operate through my tribal identifications, through my own tribal government. I really don't deal with their annex up. Now, does it affect us as a whole? Yes, because these individuals that is causing all of this chaos right now are the puppet masters. They're pulling the strings. They control the social media, they control the media, they control the food, they control the movies, the Hollywood, they control all of the things that we go to and that we have to navigate. They control the financial systems. So I believe you seen the Matrix, right?
yeah,
I'm like Neo. I know how to jump in the Matrix when I need to, and I know how to jump out the Matrix when I need to. That's the fine line between private and public. Like if you want to do commerce and you want to just be in their system, then you just got to know how to navigate it, right? A lot of the stuff that comes with a system is again, yeah, I see the stuff. I know what's going on. Some casualties happen, right, for these things, but in the grand scheme of things, a lot of it is staged and it's fake. And AI is big right now,
yeah,
so half of the stuff that they showing us is not real. And however, our news systems pump it up as well is to benefit this this system ways of thinking, right? Because if we go to the news over there, they're going to show a totally different narrative,
yeah,
right? It's going to be more truthful. It's not that biased because them people don't own that, right? But the ones that do own that, and we know who we talking about, right?
yeah,
The Revelation 2 9ers, you know what I'm saying? Those who say that they're Jews but are not, you understand? The imposters, they the puppet masters, you know what I'm saying? But we understand that prophecy will happen. It can't not happen. And when you know what you're looking at, you don't get disrupted or disturbed by it because we know that this is the fake part of the prophecy. But if you don't know what you're looking at, you're gonna be distracted by it. You're gonna be led by it. Your emotions gonna be in it. Oh, they doing this, they killing innocent people, they doing this. If you knew the story, you would know that the most high don't never come back void. His word don't never come back void. So a lot of stuff that's truly transpiring, it gotta happen. You see what I'm saying? They have to follow this script. Everybody, I always say this: figure out who you are in the scriptures and walk accordingly.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We all somebody. We in this end time right now where our DNA is activated. We all somebody. These ancestors in these scriptures, bro, they alive in us. You just got to figure out which one is you,
yeah,
and then you got to start doing the business. If you had to walk like Elijah, then you got a big job to do. You feel me? If you a seer like Gad, then you got to start prophesying and seeing, standing on your business. If our sisters is like a Ruth or Esther, they got to stand in the gap and start fasting and and calling some shots because they in these specific positions. You know, everybody has to see who they are in these scriptures, man, because it's still being told and it's still being written through us. And this is why I don't get into the propaganda, because I know it's a deeper thing that's happening, like transpiring right now, right before our eyes. And we are the living epistles right now. It's us. We the letters. We the walking letters right now. So our actions, our conduct, don't nobody know that the Most High exists except until they see you operating righteously. See, so when they see you, they see me, they see other brothers that's just different. They like, damn, like they like they gonna thank the Most High, but the only reason they thanking the Most High is because you demonstrated what the Most High has to offer. Just like blessing a homeless person, but not putting it on camera.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They like, yo, Yah, they all praise it, yo, thank you, God, or thank whatever they call them, yo, thank you, Allah, or thank you, Yah, or whatever.
Yeah.
They see something that they relate to that is a higher expression in the good polarity, though.
Yeah.
Right? So we are the walking Allahims, the mighty ones that gives the utmost esteem to the Most High by our conduct. I don't get into the propaganda no more because I know our job is far more bigger than that. And us, those that get it, the chosen people, that don't apply to us, is what I'm saying. That don't apply to us. Like it won't affect us because the Most High already said he gonna cover his elect. So if you know you an elect and you know that you one of those ones that's here to change the world, right? The Most High gonna cover you on your journey until you done with your assignment.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Everything you talking about is solid because I can tell you, I can see your pillars, right? I can see the understanding, I'm still the understanding and the overstanding as you talk about this, right? And I guess, man, like I guess where my mind keeps going for you, man, is like, what was that turning point for you that made you see and have that more that the connect to that understanding? Because I feel like that's your intuition. That's, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times we look at intuition as this fly-by thing that we check into it sometimes, or we check or we listen to it, or, you know, we make that decision. But really it's your spirit talking to you. It's like, hey, you know, your intuition, your spirit, you know? So like, at what point do you feel you started tuning in, listening, like, or just taking action? Yeah. Like when did that happen for you?
I'll tell you a quick story. Well, it's gonna lead into the story, but so I've been to prison twice.
Okay.
I've been in and out the system since I was a teenager.
Okay.
I did 6 years and then I did 2. I did 8 years altogether. But even after the 8 years, I had to fight with them people a couple of times. But I got a saying, prison gonna do two things for you. It's gonna make you bitter or it's gonna make you better. So the first time I was bitter when I came home. Came back outside, only stayed out 15 months, then got locked back up. Second time I really found myself because I already was seeking while I was out there. Literally my second time when I got incarcerated, I literally stopped smoking out in the streets and stopped drinking
Okay.
right before I got locked up. And when I made the decision to stop doing both of those things, the enemy came at me. He was like, "Oh nah, he trying to change. I need to get him real quick,
Yeah,
man."
let's test them.
You hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Told my
Yeah.
little brother, like, yo, man, we just substituted one drug for another. We stopped smoking, but then we start drinking. We gotta stop drinking now. I ain't even a big drinker, but that was my substitute because I couldn't smoke. I was on papers.
Yeah.
So I was being rebellious, caught her dirty, stopped smoking, started drinking, seeing how it was affecting my conduct, and said, we stopping that. Got my brother to agree with it. Same day I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get locked up because I was really doing anything bad. I was actually, because I'm into the music too. That's where a lot of people know me from, you know, from my music name, Easy Loke and stuff. I've been doing it for a long time. I was actually shooting a video, and the homies came over and they got they literally got a hotel. I went to go check on them. Hey, y'all late. Y'all get these beer bottles, get these blunt guts out of here. Y'all got to get out of here, man. Y'all check out. I'm like the people that own the hotel because I'm trying to take care of them, make sure it's my responsibility. Police plotted on me, followed me, chased me. I did a whole little chase and stuff and crashed the whip, and that was my second time.
Yeah.
I kind of repented. That's what happened. Long story short, because I literally the month before, the month or so before that, or a couple months before that, I literally went and got my brother out and took him out of trouble, brought him over there with me, and then put him back in trouble. So I was really vexed in my spirit
Yeah.
because I was supposed to be taking care of him, but I put him in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a part of the repenting. Was like, damn, like I wasn't a good steward with my little brother. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I started to repent, man. And after that, you know, I was really being in disingenuous because when I began to repent, it was because my spirit was vexed. I was tired. I've been through a lot of stuff as a youth. So my spirit was actually repenting without me acknowledging what was really going on. Cause like you'll know when when your spirit starts to repent, you'll start crying for no reason. You
Damn.
see, you can't stop it. You can't help it. You don't know why it's happening. That's your spirit being vexed. And that's the most high pulling it about you. And then the interesting part is he'll start sending spiritual people around you, just angels. He'll start sending them through by other people, and then with that, where I was going with it, just so I know how I got on
Yeah.
this journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
The repentance, my second incarceration. Ran across brother Griffin, Jack Griffin. I don't even know if he's still alive, but he came and prayed for me. Straight cried, bro. Couldn't even stop it, right? So uh that took me through the that took me through the lane of Christianity where I really start opening up the Bible and stuff and just study. But it was something about it. I just understood it. Like literally early. I was teaching in the scriptures about 3 months, 4 months, just studying because I understood. And when they sent me to Orange County from Charlottesville, all of the gangsters would attract to me. Like all of the gangsters, all of the gangbangers, all of the people that, you know, the lost youngins.
Yeah.
They will all sit in circles with me and have Bible studies and stuff with me and shit like that. So I felt like, dang, yo, the Most High put something on me, and I don't really understand how powerful it is until I started having dreams after that. So I got dreams that I had that's 15 years old that I could tell you verbatim every single thing. And one of those dreams was me, literally in Charlottesville by Tonsler. But you remember on the, I don't know if y'all familiar, right? Tonsler Park, they have the games now,
Mm-hmm.
but on the right, it used to be a laundromat there with, right? People were sitting out there in the cars. I'm walking down 6.5 Street. That was my old block. I used to be out there. I'm walking down the street, brothers, with a radio in one hand and an antenna in the other hand.
Mm.
And as I'm walking down the street, I see all of the gangsters coming towards me. Bandanas, hustlers, street people. I see the people in front of the laundromat, they still outside hustling. They ain't coming. They just doing what they doing. But the people that came, we linked back up at the top of 6.5, and we formed a circle and started to pray. We started to pray. We had Coke 45 and had communion with Coke 45, right? So I'm just like, Coke 45, I don't even think I ever drunk a Coke 45, but it was the symbology to it, is what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm deep into the numbers and the etymology of things. I understand the science behind things. So that 4 and that 5 represents, right? It represents that vine right there, brothers. Right. So that's the highest frequency of creation. We know this, but it's also, we're going to break it down a little bit more into the supreme math. So when you go to the supreme math, that 4 represents freedom and culture, and that 5 represents refinement. So freedom and culture plus refinement, 4 and 5 equals 9. And in the supreme math, 9 means born. I was being born again through my freedom of culture and being refined. So the spirit allowed me to be a seer in prophecy through my dreams. That's how the Most High speak to me. Now we want to talk about the people that was coming towards me and praying with me. I had a radio and an antenna broadcasting a message or receiving a message that needs to be broadcasted. You see? But broadcasted to who? Who was I teaching in there? Who's the people that call me every day? I have homies that call me every day. You know what I'm saying? Some still that was locked up and some that's home now, just for advice. Or what would you do? Or what would you, how would you heal this? Or how it's the Most High showed me my path even before then. This was 15 years ago.
Wow.
Right? It's like, what's this year? So I can be accurate. That was 2012. What's this year?
26.
26. So 14 years. 14 years ago, y'all.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
verbatim how that dream went.
Yeah.
And now it's catching up.
It's a calling. It's prophetic. Like you almost had to go through what you went through to be here. A lot of people don't understand that. You have to sometimes what you're going through is just part of the journey. It's part of the maturation process to get you to the next phase of your life versus my life is over. And my life is done, whatever the case may be, man. But that's a beautiful story, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. And like I said, man, I got tons of other prophetic things that was revealed to me, but that one, for some reason, I know that, like how you said, how did I get here? It was the revelation through that dream there, where I'm like, this is powerful, this means something. And now through hindsight, I'm like, oh, I get it. It's happening now. Like all of that in which I explained, it's literally in real time right now happening. You know what I'm saying?
You said something about, listening to your spirit. And I think that sometimes is one of the most hardest things for us to do because we are of the flesh, but our spirit always gives us that first instruction. And sometimes we might question that first instruction or that guidance, that spiritual guidance that God's putting through us. And it's just like, it might not make sense, but when you actually start to follow that, then you see things start to change for you. And I guess my question is, man, like, how do you break through that barrier of getting that instruction and just following it and just being
Discipline.
disciplined enough to just get that instruction and follow it without questioning or without being like, I don't know if this is going to work, or having the faith to go through to do that. Like, how do you push through that barrier?
Knowing the voice, right? We got three voices. You got your voice, you got the enemy voice, and then you got the most high voice. You got to know the difference between all three, right? Your voice is the flesh. That's what we war against. Then you got the enemy voice. He's the tempter. He's the one that entices you to things and creates that euphoria to do a thing that is exciting, but it may contradict what the spirit is saying, right? It's always instant gratification with that one, right? Quick, fast. Yeah, I could do this. I could get this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Most High, his voice is settled and still. It's certainty. It's reassuring, and it's not always comfortable, but it's always right. So when you measure these things and you weigh them out on the scale, you always got to ask yourself, is it true? Is it helpful? And is it pure? The Most High always going to help you. What he brings to you is always going to be true. And he always wants you to move purely. He never going to put us in a situation. So I listen to my thoughts and my spirit based up off of, is this going to help me? Is this a pure thing for me to do? And is this a truth? Is this the truth and the truest thing for me to do? So the Most High, because you got to understand what his spirit is. The Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, is literally the spirit of truth. It can't lie. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can lie.
Yeah.
Men lie, women lie, the Most High don't lie.
No,
His word don't come back void. That means his spirit can't lead you wrongly. It's only going to lead you in the purest, most truthful, most authentic way possible. And that sometimes that don't look like what we want it to look like. That's why it's hard for us to make a decision on it.
Yeah, it's
But
uncomfortable.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But we need that uncomfortability
True.
because it stretches us. It helps us become refined again. Notice when the scripture talk about purifying a person, he always talk about gold and silver being refined. If you understand or ever seen the process of refinement, that thing go through that fire, bro. You hear me? That's what the Ruach gonna do to us, man. Now, why you think when they was talking about the Hamashiach, who we know is Jesus, and in the Pentecost, they got baptized in fire. It was a fire baptism. You see what I'm saying? The fire. We got to be refined, bro, when it comes to this next level of life. And we got to have those ears for the Most High rather than for our voice or for outsiders' voice or enemies' voice. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? Being able to know the difference.
Yeah, it's real.
It's tough to do, man. And that's simple, but it's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you following those three steps you gave us. Sound like it's simple, man, but we go through stuff every day, like flesh, worldly stuff, man. It's easy to veer off the path, man, or to get off track, man. So, like you said, you like check in with yourself, like you know what I'm saying. You don't get it right every day, and you miss a step, or you know what I'm saying. You like you said when you jab and you got to reset sometime, man. So that's important for people to know, man, that whatever journey you on, whatever path we on, man, it ain't gonna be peaches and cream the whole way, man. We're gonna have to
Absolutely not.
figure it out, and that going through that fire, man. So that makes sense. That makes total sense to me, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What What about, man? I know you into. I see you like you into the fitness, man, the health, man. What's because I mean, a lot of us we always try to talk about it. We always New Year's or we trying to check in with each other, man. Go to keep ourselves fit, mentals, our health. You know, fries what we eating, man. But as far as you, man, with health and fitness, man, what's some of your focuses with that?
Man, just affecting and changing as many people's lives as I possibly can, man, with the knowledge, the wisdom that I've acquired, and just teaching them how to reach the highest form of self through that. You know, fitness for me is a lifestyle. You know, I have over, man, I've been working out and conditioning my body since 2005.
Man,
You know, just partaking in it. First incarceration, you
yeah,
know, and even when I came home, I didn't stop. I was still going to the park, hitting the pull-up bar, doing my push-ups on the rails at my apartment complex, you know, hitting the gym, you know what I'm saying? um Jogging, doing just little stuff. I always stayed active where I kept a zeal for it. Like I always wanted to like, so by it coming into my forefront of business or just making a lifestyle or living out of it, I think that was just one of those other things embedded in me. You know, I took a liking to it, made it transferable. The energy stuck with me. I started to become vegan 9+ years ago. So then instead of just working out, I made it uh, about health. You know, and health in holistic form is not just working out. It's not just eating right either. But
Hmm.
I took that from the first working out, making that transferable. You know, if I didn't go get incarcerated, that probably wouldn't have been a thing that I found, right? Um, about 2015 is when I started the vegan journey. You know what I'm saying? 2015, 2016 is when I started vegetarian vegan journey.
yeah,
Started to incorporate that because I never stopped working out, just changed my diet, you know? Um, my objective is to get as many people to take life serious, you know, and incorporate some type of exercise in their life, right? I know that the Most High intend for us to live 120 years, but our average, right, melanated brothers and sisters, the women 70 years old
mm-hmm.
is like a big thing. Like that's you lived 69. This is the average death rate for them, right? In that age bracket. Women is 70, the men is 68, 69. That's barely over a half a life.
Yeah,
If the Most High intended us to live to 120, maybe 140, if you're lucky, we ain't really lived a half a life, right?
is that real? Is that real though, man? Is that you think that's real? That we can? I see. I mean, it's there, so you know it's in it's what they put in the words, man. But you know, I always feel like I used to tell my kid, I tell my wife, I said I'm gonna be here till 100. And I mean, I feel like I might if I do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, I might do that, man. But 120, 140, that's realistic. You really
There's
believe that's
people
real?
here now. It's a elder Jamaican lady that's 140 years old in Jamaica, and she a holistic healer.
Damn.
Yeah, I seen something here recently. Like I don't know if it was one of the Asian countries. I don't know if it was in China or maybe Japan, that the average lifespan was 93 years.
Easy,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
They don't have the same
average.
chemicals and things in their food. Some of them live high up in the mountains, and the elevation up there and the mineral content that produces through the mountain food gonna help them live longer. The air is crispier, it's not polluted, right? They living off of the land. Everything is organic, right? Those things help. Less stress.
About to
They
say it.
walk, they travel. It's a lot of movement,
Yeah.
right? They're living freely. Freedom alone is gonna help you live longer, right? See, we stuck in a paradigm of a rat race, for lack of better words. We
Speak on
chasing
it,
a
man.
bag, bro. That's
Yeah,
stressful.
It's stressful. You're right.
Chasing
yeah.
a bag is stressful, man.
It is. It
I
is.
just want to live off the grid, on the land, a fresh water source. My orchard is planted. My family compound is there. For all my family is good. We all help in the garden, and if the family that eat meat, we helping with the livestock. Like,
Yeah.
it's simple for me. Like, I'm simple, bro. I live so much treacherously, treacherously with myself that I don't need no more death. Like, and a lot of my people pass from cancer.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I seen it firsthand. Like, every elder in my family that I know passed from cancer, bro. And I say, eventually somebody gotta break it. You get what
Break
I'm
the
trying to
curse.
say?
Yeah.
You gotta break it. And I feel like that's another thing that activated in me. Was like, nobody want to fix this. Like, y'all think that, like, people say it's hereditary. No, the mindset and the lifestyle is hereditary.
Yeah.
It's the disease. Yes, it will make you more prone to it because you are rewriting the coding in your DNA. If you do something for 20, 30, 40 years, of course, it's a possibility. But just like you rewrote it, you could reprogram it, right? By changing that.
Yeah.
Instead of, they give babies chicken as soon as they can eat food,
Man.
fried chicken, right? And you think that that's a good thing, and they call it soul food, but it's death food. A lot of the stuff that they giving us ain't for the soul.
Yeah.
At
It's
all.
gonna send you somewhere. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But this is the misnomers. We're being grown to accept things that aren't really growing us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Propaganda.
Propaganda. Milk is strong for the bones, but we all
Yeah.
lactose intolerant. What?
It's crazy.
You feel me?
Ice cream is the treat on a Sunday, right?
Come on, man. The
Yeah.
dentist just fixed your teeth, but he giving you a sucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Calling
Yeah,
you a
yeah,
sucker. Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
why is you giving me
What we
candy? You
doing?
just fixed my teeth.
Yeah.
You
What you
feel
say? Make
me?
sure,
Like,
you come back. Make sure we get you to come back.
Make it
Yeah.
make
I mean,
sense.
that's it. That's it. So it's like, when
Yeah,
you start to see through this stuff, bro, it's like,
yeah,
man, I'm not that unaware. And that's another thing.
yeah.
It's a difference of being aware, and it's a difference of being awoke.
Mm-hmm.
See? A,
Yeah,
a lot of us are aware,
right.
but not many of us are awoke.
That's that application you talk about.
You
Yeah,
said it, brother.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
said it.
yeah,
I can be aware that, like,
yeah.
I know what's going on.
Right.
But if I'm not doing anything to change the narrative, then I'm just aware. I'm not
Yeah.
woke. Woke is going to be a performance, an action behind it.
Right.
And that's when the love sets in, because you love your neighbor enough, you love yourself enough to make an effort. And that's where the application comes in, right? Being aware is just like, shit, bro, shit, don't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I see it. Hey, yo, yeah, man, we ain't talking. But damn, them people homeless over there. Shit, bro, it ain't my kids. I'm good.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, them people homeless over there. Hey, look, bro, this is what we gonna do. We gonna every Shabbat or whatever day y'all got time, bro. We gonna go grab some sandwiches and some fruit, some water, and we just gonna go down there and pass this shit out, bro.
Yeah.
No cameras, no none of that. This is what we gonna do. This is how we gotta do it, though. You know, we don't want no attention from what we doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we could keep doing it
Yep.
and get the rewards.
Yeah.
See,
Yep.
right? Because the
Yeah.
reward that a person that's going to record that deed on himself, he get a couple of likes, but the Most High already told you that's your reward here. You got that.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't store nothing up. You see what I'm saying? So with us, being woke is being demonstrative. We are performing. Again, goes back to what I said. That's the only way people gonna know that the Most High even exists is through our performance of our deeds, our love. We shine. We got our lantern on at all times. Our joint full with oil. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah, solid, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, man, you definitely kicked over a lot of buckets, man, and dropped a lot of gems. Because I'm sitting here, everything you saying, I'm like, wow, you know, that I like how you broke down that aware and awoke, because it took the words out my mouth, right? Because I'm like, yeah, you can know. It's like if y'all know Boys in the Hood, when Doughboy at the end, he like, some people know, but they don't give a damn about the hood, right? And like you gotta care, right? You gotta get your hands in the dirt and cultivate and do the work. And nah, beautiful, man. This is dope conversation. This is a dope conversation.
I
So
appreciate y'all having me.
yeah, brother.
Hey man, Lonnie, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this at the I 1-2 at the end, man. He already gave them to us, man. So
Well, I was gonna,
what you
yeah,
say?
I was gonna end with this, man. Because we normally get our guests to leave us with a key of the day, right? Last word, key of the day. But I feel like you've dropped so many gems, so I wanted to do something a little different.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I can already tell, man, you well read. All right. So if you got 5 books, 3 to 5 books, recommended that people can start doing right now to get their mental, spiritual, and physical, anything you got, right? What you got for the people?
Man, I'm going to definitely recommend The Way of a Superior Man,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that can cover just the man's masculinity and him harnessing his divine status as a man. And how to conduct that without morally compromising,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's a good one. Far as health and holistic, I got it's a dope book right here. You know,
Doc.
African Holistic Health.
Yeah.
Um, this is by Lelia O. Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good book. He's a rest in peace.
Yeah.
He's late right now, but tons of stuff, and it gives it tons of stuff from both perspectives, from a European perspective and how they, their science is different than
Mm-hmm.
the melanated science. You dig what I'm saying? And how it affects us, and how it plays a major part in even just uh, the way that medical science teaches things versus holistic science teaches things.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Um, I got some other books, man. Let me see. I can't move. It's over
No, you're
there.
good. You're
Yeah,
good. You're
You
good.
know what I'm saying?
Give us one more, man.
I read I read from the 210
Okay.
scriptures with
Okay.
the Apocrypha. It's a lot more than what's in the Ethiopian Bible, so it gives you a lot of context and
Mm-hmm.
background on a lot of the historical pivotal points of the basically the whole, for the most part, we'll never get the whole story.
Right.
However, for the things that were scribed in that
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't keep from us,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Right.
It's a
Right.
lot
Right.
that they
Right.
do keep from us, but that's why you need the Ruach, the spirit, because the spirit
Mm-hmm.
knows all. You just Once you read it, you will know what's right and what's not, right?
Yeah.
But this right here gives a great deep dive on a lot of the spiritual books, even the Torah. It goes a lot deeper in the Torah. The book of Jasher's in here, Jubilees, for people that really want to get on the right calendar and time and get off of the Gregorian calendar, which is a fallen calendar. It keeps us disconnected. This right here helps you with that spiritual understanding if you are into the scriptures, right? Gives you a lot of back story on things like the 12 patriarchs. That gives you the whole story of each son from Jacob, from Israel, and tells the account all the way down to the detail of Joseph and what really happened with
Okay.
him and the lady that finessed him.
Okay.
He
Okay.
I got a
goes
question.
that deep.
I got a question for you since you on that. I don't
Yeah,
know, and I don't know if I'm 100% accurate. I don't know if it was last year or if it's actually this year. Aren't we? Did we just pass, or is this year a year of Jubilee, or was it last year? Was that a Jubilee
I
period?
think we going into the Jubilee year.
So for you guys, I don't know, are you guys familiar with a Jubilee period
Nah.
is?
Nah.
So that's when all debts are cleared for everybody.
Okay.
All citizens, all debts are cleared. You get a fresh restart, you get a fresh reset. So that's what and it's all about celebration and love. That's what a Jubilee year is. So what,
Add
that
on to
was
that, I just got chills when you said that because if you look at the slate that's being cleaned right now, even with Trump passing these laws and also kicking these fake Indians off of these reservations, that is considered as a debt being cleared. The land has to be returned. Everything has to be returned to its rightful owner. Look at when I said the script has to be fulfilled, it has to be fulfilled. And even the imposters don't know that they are part of the script. They doing what they gotta do
Gotta
because it's
do.
already aligned and the most
Yeah.
high word don't never come back void.
Yeah. They gotta fulfill the book.
They got to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if they try, like what they doing now, if you familiar, they building another temple over there, right?
temple. I
You
was just
hear
telling
me?
my brother about this, man, the Temple Institute.
That temple over there is for the lawless one. So they basically trying to say that this is the Messiah, but it's not our Messiah, it's their Messiah.
Antichrist.
It's the anti,
Damn.
right? So when they doing these blood sacrifices and stuff, we know that through Torah, these things are already done away with. Animal sacrificial law is the only law that's done away with besides judgment law, but judgment law is put on hold simply because we have grace right now. But grace doesn't abide forever. See, it's just like if you miss your rent, you got a 5-day grace period before they start sending you mail. It's not saying that, yo, you could keep missing this or you gonna get evicted.
Right.
Same way with the Most High. Grace means you don't get stoned immediately
Yeah.
when they find out you broke the law,
Right. Right.
right? The laws are more lenient because we have a perfect atonement through the Hamashiach, if you believe that, right? He came to wash us clean, but it don't mean stop following the law because the law exposes the sin within us. Just like the law exposed when you're doing something wrong in public.
Yep.
Get that? So I just say all that to say this, man. Very, very deep thing when you
Yeah.
looking at what's going on and you understand prophecy and you understand these scriptures and you understand that the Most High is in control no matter what these people try to do or try to puppet master, no matter how many times they turn CERN on, no matter how many chemtrails they drop, no matter how many times they crank harp, no matter how many times they try to break that firmament, they ain't in control, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't. They
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
the
That's what.
truth.
That's
You
solid, brother.
keeping that mindset, man. Really, like you said, I knew I could tell that like that stuff really ain't. It don't really knock you off your square, man. Knock you, keep you off your pivot, man. So for for everybody else, man, that's get caught up in the world, man, you gotta keep them. You gotta find you something. Like Lionel, so you gotta find you something to hold you, man. Something to hold you, so you ain't just blowing in the wind out here, man. So I can definitely tell that you definitely doing that, man. And we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, you gave us a lesson, man. I don't know,
Yes, sir.
Bird might
I
have been hip, man,
appreciate
but I
you.
wasn't hip. I don't know about you, Lionel, but I wasn't hip to all the ins and outs, man. But it's definitely
Nah, definitely drop gems. Definitely drop gems, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you gave us some
Appreciate y'all
a
for
lot of
having
food
me,
for thought,
man.
man.
Yeah, gotta have you back, bro. Gotta have you
Yeah,
back, man.
because I feel like
Yes,
we just tipped the iceberg.
Yeah,
we just
crack the door open, man.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, we ain't even come in to sit down yet, man.
yeah, we may need to have our own segment and just kind of talk about everything that's going on and how we seeing it, because we got to decode it. You got to decode it, because it ain't what we really see out here. It's smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. And so if you know, you know. But it's definitely those times for sure, man. But man, we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
yes,
sure,
sir.
man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. So look, man, y'all make sure y'all follow this guy, man. Hey, tell me your name. Tell me how to pronounce your name again, man.
So it's YAH'Mikha'EL, YAH'Mikha'El, YAH'Mikha'EL.
YAH'Mikha'El, man. Make sure y'all check him out,
Michael.
man.
Yes,
And
sir.
bro, we appreciate it again, man. Hey, this was a good one, man. And I learned a lot, man. So again, we appreciate it. Hey, we're gonna check back in with you. But until then, man, hey, be safe, be blessed, man. And we catch you next time, bro. Appreciate you.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
All right,
Peace, bro.
Blessings.
all right, peace,
Yes.
bro.